Good morning to all my friends and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. And it's Monday morning. It's pre-sunrise. As you can see, it's another cloudy day. Had a few cloudy days over the past couple of weeks. But that's spring. That's springtime in Australia. So we take the good with the bad. And looks like it's low tide as well. The jacarandas are in splendid colour. And what I'll do is I'll take you on a bit of a walk and talk, and we'll chat today about a book summary that I've read and pick out a few points to talk about and see where it leads us. Last night I caught that ferry there, the Pelmalwi, and I went from Darling Harbour to Circular Quay and back. I think it cost me about $5, but it was a spectacular ride. You go past the Opera House, under the Harbour Bridge, past Luna Park, all the way into Darling Harbour and Pyrmont, and it's just a glorious way to spend some time. So I encourage everybody to try and make the most of their time and to enjoy this Circular Quay in Sydney Harbour, because the public spaces that we have here in Sydney are just delicious. Just look at the colours, look at the view, and it's all available to you for virtually nothing. Anyway, let's go on a walk and talk and chat about this book summary this morning, and slowly make myself to work. So the book that I want to talk about today is entitled Habit Stacking, and the author is known as S.J. Scott. He doesn't include his first name, so S.J. Scott is the author. And it's a book on time management and basically learning how to get a number of habits incorporated into your daily lifestyle. And he focuses on starting small and then just stacking small, simple habits together to build bigger routines. And he says that by stacking habits and doing them consistently over time, that you will basically improve your life and be able to achieve a lot more. So it's a concentrated effort of doing things and using habits, small habits, to develop bigger and more noticeable habits and routines. So he says start small, be consistent, and grow from there, which is pretty good advice actually for all people, regardless of where you want to improve your life. You need to develop habits and do things over and over again, be it in your career, be it in your wellness program, your health, be it your relationships, be it with your partner, be it with your faith. There are whole aspects of our lives. You know, we have a life wheel which we can build and expand and become more successful with. But we need to start somewhere, and we need to do activity. It's all activity based. You can't grow and develop without committing to doing things. So let's go through a few of these habit stacks and try and learn from them. And he talks and he uses the analogy of the one push-up. He says in order to build up your strength, you need to start with one, and then you add another one to it, and then another one, and another one, and before you know it, you can do 20 or 30 push-ups with ease. But if you try and do 20 or 30 push-ups from the beginning, you may overwhelm yourself and you may not be able to do it. But when you start with one, the first step, and then you add to it, you consistently add to it, then that's when you can build the capacity to be able to do more and more. So in his book, he has 97, he lists 97 simple, repeatable habits or routines that you can pick up and incorporate into your lifestyle. And as I said, his suggestion is that by doing these, you can improve your productivity, improve your life, and get more out of your day. So I guess one of them is to stay hydrated. He says that it's important to look after your hydration, because when you're hydrated, your brain can function, and it's a basis for everything else you do in your life. The other thing he adds in his book is to schedule daily tasks and routines. So you need to be organised, and the way to be organised is to think about things, to write them down and to list them, and then once they're listed, once they're written down, then you can focus on them. He talks about the importance of focusing on the 3 most important tasks. So once you've picked something up, once you've done something, he said the key is to focus on the 3 most important, and don't try and do many of them over and over again, but just to focus on 3. I think I've told you the story about the time when I was out in the bush and I come across a litter of piglets, and I tried to catch them. I tried to catch one, so I ran and ran, but because I didn't focus on one particular piglet, I was unable to catch any of them. Right over here?
All good, mate.
Yeah.
Feel free to go wherever.
So the key is focus, and as you can see here, I've got this magnificent installation, this sculptural installation here in front of the Museum of Contemporary Art, and it enables me to use that as a focal point. And how beautiful is to see the Opera House there presented in this awesome way. So after focusing on 3 of the most important tasks, he says that another thing you need to do is to learn to reward yourself. Reward yourself with things that you've completed and done, and that way you look forward to doing everything that you do. So the power of reward. A lot of people don't reward themselves. They set themselves tasks, they set themselves challenges, but it's the reward. It's the reward that gets you to want to come back and do it time and time again. Another important thing is to remove distractions, because distractions are what take us away, what defocus us, and what get us to lose momentum. So remove distractions from our lives. May mean just switching off the telephone for a moment and just focusing on the task at hand. He talks about doing the hardest task first. So out of the tasks that you've selected, do the hardest task first, and that way you build yourself some momentum and you get the biggest bang for your buck. Work in small blocks of time, 25 minutes at a time, he suggests. And by working in that block of time, then you can give yourself a 5-minute break after 25 minutes. And you can break up your day into small chunks of time. So chunking chunking down things, chunking tasks down into smaller tasks, chunking your time into smaller sessions is really key to getting the most out of your day. He talks about a 2-minute rule. If you can do something in 2 minutes and it's not going to distract you, then just knock it off, just get it done. The other thing he talks about, and we all go through this, especially myself, I'm guilty of this, is mind chatter or mind wander. Regardless of what I'm doing, my mind will go off on a tangent and I'll be thinking about something else. And I don't know what triggers it, what causes it to happen, but it's something that we all have to deal with in our life. And he says that it's normal. So he comforts us by saying it's normal, but all you need to do is just write it down, have a pen and paper available, or your notes on your phone, and just write down the stuff which just tracks across your mind when you're thinking about or you're doing something else, and look at it later on. He talks about writing down a done list. So once you've completed a task, write it down so that at the end of the day you can review all the things that you've done and feel good about yourself. It talks about the importance of reviewing your goals. We need to review and change things from time to time because we lose I guess we lose a love affair with things every now and then, and we just need to keep on moving and moving towards the things that interest us and keeps us going. Another important thing is the tracking of time. You just need to see where your time is going throughout the day, and the best way to do that is to track all the things that you do, and you do it just an audit every now and then you can find out where you're wasting time and use that on focused efforts to make more use of better time. Talks about playing music, white music, just to help you focus, to clear your desk and to chunk everything down. So there you go, that's just a few of the 97, but a wonderful book on habit stacking and something that we can all learn and benefit from. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, let's make the most of today. Looks like a bit of rain coming. You can see the rain coming there just behind the Opera House. So it's going to be an interesting start to the week, but we'll do whatever we can and we'll make the most of it. It's a beautiful morning. It's not so still. Look at the water. The water looks like lavi, as the Greeks say, like oil. So let's hope we can take a few of the points out of the book on habit stacking and make the most of our Monday. And I look forward to chatting to you again tomorrow at 5 a.m. and taking you on another journey and just see where it leads us, either through a book summary, an observation, an experience. Who knows what it'll be, but I'll be highlighting and showcasing the many beauties of this city of Sydney during this challenging or different time of the year, where it could be raining now and in a couple of hours time it could be just brilliant sunshine and brilliant blue sky. We'll take whatever comes our way and make the most of it. Thank you very much once again for joining me and being part of this 5 a.m. club. I'm busily moving towards my 500 mark, so I'm halfway through my target of 1,000, and surprisingly I'm coming up with topics every day and still haven't hit writer's block or talker's block, and I'll continue to go whilst I've got this energy. Yassas, have a great day from Jim on Jim's 5 a.m. Club. Take care.